Hmm. Hi, guys. I want to first of all start by apologizing for starting late. Say we don't wait tire. I'm not too late to. We're supposed to start at midnight. I forgot to communicate. The flyer said 11:30. Please forgive me. It's my bad. I was trying to set everything up to be working perfectly. So I'm late tonight. It's my bad. It's my bad. 23 minutes late. Sorry, network and all had to be sorted. Make una no find me, make una no vex. So they send me message. Uh-huh. His handle is online. Okay. We live. It's gonna be last week was gentle because I was a bit hard on them the previous week because they all went against each other. But this week, and we're not going to waste any time, 1 hour is going to be 1 hour, and that 1 hour is going to be hot. Somebody said it worked for my good. First Lady Bestie, how are you doing? Hello, 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 rejoice. Comrade, are you online for violence? Let me check the clock. It's violence time. So, who's coming on first? African God is here. Let me bring him on live and let's get this over with. So, this our face cap is very fine. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, team leader Peter Obi, team African God Savage. This is the man representing Peter Obi. Anything Peter Obi is doing, good or bad, he's the one going to defend him. So, how are you doing, African God Savage?
Great, I'm alright.
Who's joining you live today?
Uh, Mother Voice is going to be the first person. Then, when he's done with the beginning, I will come in for the second round and the third round.
Who is going to do the bass boost?
I will be.
Ha! African God. Today's bass boost. Not boost bass. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you DJ Bongo Lee, team leader, Ashiwaju Group. Come. Last week was too gentle. There was no blood anywhere, no holes in the wall, no ambulances carrying people. What happened? Why were people so in love with each other? Didn't you read the thing? The thing says clash. Yesterday when I come hug, all of them I come hug, come use style, raise voice, one say, yeah, what you doing?
Daddy freeze, Daddy freeze. Today actually, I have a letter that came from South Africa
Oh
for
wow.
Team Obi Group. So it's a special letter and it's to eulogize Team Obi's leadership. So because I have my team members that are going to represent us, I have 2 members that's going to represent us. But if you guys can agree, I'm just begging, please, just give me 1 minute for the letter that I have. I have a letter.
Okay. So hold on a second with the letter. I want Atiku's representation to be here.
Okay.
Who is representing Atiku? Who is representing Team Atiku tonight? Who is coming on? I can't see anyone from Atiku's team here. Okay, bring me in. All right, Mohammed Alpha as Musti is coming in. Al Alpha. All right, so let me send him an invite. Invite sent. All right, so Musti is here.
Hey, old man.
How far?
You kept us waiting. You kept
Please
us waiting
don't
for
be angry.
25 minutes.
Don't be
So
angry.
you have
Don't
to
be
add
angry.
another 25 minutes to that 1 hour.
No, we are starting now. So the 1 hour starts to count when we start, not at that time.
Please,
So,
politician.
so don't worry. Your 1 hour is 1 hour. We have not taken. Now, come. What's wrong with people on Facebook? They are not sending me stars. So,
Okay.
hold on.
How are you doing?
Hold on. Guys,
You good?
DJ Bongoli has a letter. Can he read it? African God?
That is, that's on you. That's for you to decide. I don't know what it's about, but if you decide that it's okay, I don't know.
You're indifferent.
I don't know what it's about.
Okay, Tinubu. I said Tinubu. Atiku. Can he read?
Oh, sure. You can read. But before you start, I just want to quickly say something here.
Okay.
I have a very intelligent doctor that is going to be heading this debate tonight. I'm just going to support him. He's going to be team leader tonight. His name is Dr. Olufemi Lawson. He will be coming on board. I'll send his handle to you so you can bring him and then take me out. But then before that, let's hear what Mr. Bongoli. I'm very interested to hear what Mr. Bongoli has to speak. Oh yeah, Bongoli, fire up.
All right.
Okay, so
Facebook people, buy stars. Buy stars. Go ahead, DJ Bongoli.
Okay. So this letter actually came from South Africa, from Durban to be precise, and is to eulogize Saint Peter Obi, about his leadership skills and ability. Here goes the letter.
All right.
Dear Nigerians, Saint Peter Obi was a divisive governor in Anambra State. His divisive politics pitted the Catholic against other denominations. This is also evidence in his choice of VP. Party, who is a known homophobe, advocated for the killings of members of the LGBTQIA2S+ community. Leadership is about being able to make good judgment, including judgment of character. Either Obi doesn't know how to vet candidates, or he himself is maybe homophobic. I know for a fact that the leader of Team Obi, is very passionate. He's a very passionate advocate for the LGBTQIA2S community. Although I'm not sure of the motive behind it, I don't know. But his support for someone who advocated for the lynching and killing of members of that community is questionable, to say the least. Either he himself is incapable of standing up for what is right, or is an opportunist who dances to whatever drum is being played. How do you defend someone who refers to fellow Nigerians as insignificant cockroaches that should be killed for daring to love? So my people, the issue is not whether LGBTQ rights should be enshrined in our constitution. That's not what we are talking about here. It is about fielding a candidate that doesn't consider fellow Nigerians as an element that must be terminated without an ounce of empathy. We have too many human rights abuses happening in Nigeria, from police brutality to LGBTQ community harassment and killing. Who do you prefer to give leadership in this type of trying time? A non-homophobe and his principle, or a man who has demonstrated inclusiveness over and over again? Now, I will post a video once I get off this presentation that I just gave. I'll put it on my story, and I want Nigerians to go and watch that in 2011. How he called some certain Nigerians elements and they should be eliminated. And how some of the senators there were screaming and shouting, ah! So that is the end of my letter. Without further ado, I have two members that will be representing team.
Just read the letter and include me in there, and allow me to respond. That the phrase.
Yes, since he was included in the letter.
You can respond.
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. If you had read your letter without including me as a person, will be something else entirely. So I can understand that your perception of this is being backed by the party that you represent, which is APC. And your best way of communicating is by coercion and always trying to play smart. We're about to have a debate, and everybody is supposed to have a time to have that conversation. There's a group where we all are in, all the leaders, where you could have shown your letter, but you waited for a large number of people, just the same way the last time you always wanted. You like bringing the personal elements into your conversation because there's not a lot of proof, fact, or any backing to anything that you say. I'm not attacking your person. I'm attacking the fact that you have shrouded yourself in this system of always trying to deceive people and play smart. It's not playing here. Everything you just said right now, you said you got a letter from South Africa. I don't understand. Your letter coming from South Africa doesn't make it verified. I don't know why you mentioned that it's from South Africa. 2, there's no name to the letter. 3, you could have used this in your argument as part of your conversation as a rebuttal or anything like that. But you did not do that. So you're trying to bring my personality and what I stand for into the conversation. And that is okay. I just don't want you to say it and then gloss over it, right? I'm here talking about Team Peter Obi. Let me finish. You know why I allowed you to read that letter? I know that letter is going to expose your perception of the person that you are. And I'm not going to say anything else about it. I think everybody in the comment section and everybody here that heard what you just said can tell your personality, what you stand for, your ideology, and the trick that you're trying to play on their minds. So the truth of the matter is, there's nothing else to say. Your letter, thank you very much for reading the letter. Thank you very much for showing us what you stand for and what your ideals are. And thank you very much for letting people understand who it is that you really are and what you are defending. And that's all I have to say about it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, the point, you see, you missed the point. Daddy Priest, hold on.
Let's go to the debate.
Debate never starts.
Daddy Priest, he missed the point. And that is part of what I talked about, Daddy Priest. I'm sorry. He missed the I'm saying somebody that has evidence of calling Nigerians elements that are to be terminated, and you support that group, you advocate for them, and you are supporting that particular person. That makes that two-faced.
Why? So my question, Daddy Priest.
Yes.
I think we need to resolve.
You don't know this. I'm just shocked that
Okay.
you support somebody and the person.
Daddy Priest, we have to resolve.
Now, here's my take. Here's my take, yeah.
Out what the obsession is here.
There's no obsession with you. Who is upset?
Hold on.
I'm just shocked that.
Hold on, guys. What we're going to do now is
let's continue.
Let's continue. I am of the opinion that this letter could have waited. I'm of the opinion. I'm not removing the validity of the letter, but I'm saying it could have waited till the time of the debate proper, preferably the gas boost. But
Absolutely.
It's okay. I'm glad the fires have ignited. Who am I to complain? Facebook people have not been buying stars since all this while. Maybe this will make them buy stars. When I don't hear letter with the serve Peter Obi, buy stars. Where they serve Team Peter Obi.
No, Savage, African God in Peter Obi.
Okay, they served African God Savage, leader of Team Peter Obi, a strong worded letter from South Africa. All right, the debate is going to be from Durban. Bongoli. Now Durban have been Durban. Okay. All right, guys. So moving into the debate proper, African God is going to step down for the voice. Okay. So I'm removing African God, and he's going to be replaced with Mo the Voice. Is it Mother Voice or Mo the Voice? I shall not say the guy na fighter jet. You go come now, everywhere go scatter.
Please, can I say something?
Yes.
Can I say something? I really need to say something, and this I think is very, very crucial and very, very important. When you started this program, I'm telling you, this is the biggest thing right now online when it comes to the political candidates and all that. Maybe other parties are not represented, but I think you should, as the producer, executive producer, and anchor of this event, of this program, I think we should have some kind of rules where, why are we team leaders? We shouldn't be always, we're team leaders, so we should have our own session, like we team leaders, we're debating on topics.
Yes.
You understand? I know there are a lot of people in all our teams, vast knowledge, well educated, has a lot of insight about politics, about our candidates. But I think we should have days that there is no excuse. It has to be the team leaders. Let's argue this thing out. I think that's my suggestion. Because if some of us we keep running away not that we're running away, we have things to do. I'll give you an example. I have a flight at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I had to stay up so I can introduce someone that is very vast on this very topic that we're discussing, which is leadership. So I think we should try and stay on point, and we should have a day, or within this program is going to run for months, up to the election. We should have time that the team leaders will actually show what they have. You understand how vast they are, about the candidate they are supporting. Because we keep bringing different people, then at the end of the day, we don't really get. That's why we're team leaders. That's why we started this program. You understand what I'm saying? So with going, let me not waste anybody's time. I want you to bring. You're going to take me out. Let me introduce this guy that you're going to bring in now. Because we have topics, and so we had, based on our discussion with our team, we had people that will present on the certain topics, and I'm going to bring in. I want you to bring in Dr. Femi Lawson. Okay.
What's his handle?
Currently director of Dr. Let me give his handles. Handles Kadri, CADRE1.
Kadri
1. CADRE1.
Okay, that one.
Yes. So
Olufemi.
his name is Dr. Olufemi Lawson.
Okay, let me bring him in and remove
Let me
you.
introduce him before you bring him in. He's currently director of Center for Public Accountability, CPA, a non-governmental organization based in Nigeria. He's also a member of the editorial board of Future One African TV Network, associate editor with News Now, online newspaper in Lagos, and a pro-democracy activist. Please, I will leave the floor for him, bringing him Bongoli. We'll meet when I go back to base, and I'm sure the next topic is going to be me, you, and African God. So let's debate this out, yeah? So I know some people go to Valhalla. We send some people to Valhalla.
Oh yeah. All right. God bless you, Alpha Musti. So I've removed Musti and I'm adding his candidate. Yes.
All right. So for Team Tinubu, we're going to have two guys coming in.
Okay.
The first one, his name is Alabi Opeyemi. Now, this guy is somebody from the grassroots. When you talk about grassroots, when you talk about political structure, now this is the political structure that we are bringing here in Timachuaki. He's a website developer. He's an APC national. He was part of the APC National Youth Stakeholder, 2022 APC National Convention aspirant, member APC Presidential Primary Election Committee. He's the director of the General Occupy, Progressive Occupy. Someone who actually named him more but mighty. If you go on his page, you see all of this verifiable. And even the great Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu gave him a rousing and standing ovation when he was speaking. So now the second person also is Shosheyi. And Shosheyi is a risk analyst. He works on the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja. And this guy has had meetings with the Peter Obi that we're talking about, with the Atiku that we're talking about, with the Jagaban that we're talking about. He sat down with them in meetings. He has pictures and evidence that all. So I'm bringing this guy in right now. So the first person is Alabi.
All right. We have wasted. Sorry. Introduce, because we're running out of time. We've already. You guys have already used 5 minutes out of your time.
Yes. Alabi Opeyemi Ola. So you take me out. I sent you already. I sent it already to you.
Okay.
Alabi Opeyemi Ola. That's his name. You can take me out now.
All right. God bless you, DJ Bongo Lee. Okay. So let me bring in the guy. Now, moving on. We've used our first 5 minutes. So, hey, the person, I don't have the person's handle here, and I don't want to be the one wasting people's time. I can't see the guys. Aye or La. What's his handle? Okay, and moving onwards, we're going to move with speed. No more interruptions. You want to bring somebody in, just quickly introduce the person, and the person will be brought in. So we're waiting for official Bongo Lee. I'm waiting for his handle. Okay, Alabi Opeyemi Ola. All right. Alabi Opeyemi Ola. Awesome. All right. So, all right, guys. We've got about 52 minutes left. Let's know that. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Thank you for bringing me up to you. Thank you, Rapshi.
All right. I don't know why the network is so shady today. Guys, how is the network with you? Can you guys see me clearly? But everybody seems to be breaking.
I can hear you loud and clear.
You guys can hear me loud and clear. All right. So who starts? Who goes first? Who starts first? What was the agreement?
I think I should start first.
No, I think there was a debate. Which team goes first? Okay. I'm talking to African God. What's the agreement? Who goes first? I want to be as fair as possible. Peter Obi goes first. So I should have asked this question in the group of leaders, team leaders. Peter Obi goes first. Right. Team Ashwaju is third, so Atiku is second. Sorry, I just moderate. The team leaders agree on every modality so that they will not come and say, Daddy Freeze is partisan, blah, 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 blah. Peter Obi first, Atiku second, Tinubu goes third. Awesome. So, Peter Obi, Mo the Voice. Please, what is your handle? Is it Mo the Voice or Mother Voice?
Mo the Voice, yeah. Mo the Voice.
I always thought it was Mo the Voice, but most people thought it was Mother Voice without an R. All right, ladies and gentlemen, handing over to Mo the Voice, Team Tinubu. We've got 50 minutes, and this must count. The first 5 minutes.
Team Peter Obi.
Team Peter Obi. Mo. Did I say Team Tinubu?
Yeah.
Forgive me. That is sacrilege. I should be flogged. This is Team Peter Obi, the young man in the lavender shirt, representing Team Peter Obi goes first, Team Atiku goes second, and Team Ashiwaju goes third. So over to you, Team Peter Gregory Obi.
Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Thank you for having us once again, and thank you to everyone who's watching. Bad leadership is at the core of Nigeria's problems. I have heard people try to apportion the blame for Nigeria's problems between the citizens and the leadership, but I vehemently disagree. This is evident because whenever a Nigerian leaves their bad leaders in Nigeria and migrates to a first world country, they quickly access the educational and social benefits, and in a very short time, they're self-sufficient, contributing to the society, and also taking care of their families back home. So there is no debate that the issue is not the average Nigerian, but the Nigerian leaders. The topic for this week is leadership. Leadership is the ability to impact a group of people positively to achieve a prescribed vision that results in quantifiable outcomes for the greater good of the group without the use of coercion, bribery, intimidation, manipulation, deceit, or letters from South Africa. Nigerian leaders, both political and religious, have failed miserably. They have inflicted the citizens with poverty and pacified them with hope. In order to unleash the leadership potential of the Nigerian youth, we must first elect a role model. The popular saying, garbage in, garbage out, which is a concept in computer science and mathematics, affirms that the quality of the outcome or the output is determined by the quality of the input. In order to redefine leadership in Nigeria, school-age children must receive the best education possible to become, and to do so, they must be acquainted with a leader like Peter Obi. Peter Obi embodies the qualities of a good democratic leader. He is selfless. Peter Obi saved and invested for his state. Due to those savings, Governor Obiano was able to build a cargo airport for Anambra State. He obeys the Constitution and the rule of law. When Peter Obi was impeached for being stingy, he went to court for 3 years and won and got victory. He did not have to bribe, intimidate, or threaten anyone. He is sensitive. Peter Obi will not attend Harvard, while Nigerian university students have been on strike and out of school for 5 years due to the fact that the APC and Buhari cannot come to a compromise with ASU. Before then, it was the PDP. For over 13 to 14 years, they promised heaven and earth, but never kept those promises. Peter Obi is a democratic leader. He served his time as governor of Anambra State without a selfish succession plan that installs puppets like Sanwo-Olu and Fashola to turn the state into his personal business. A good leader is not petty. Peter Obi will not ban Twitter because he was in violation of the Twitter policy on inciting violence. A good leader is not entitled. A good leader is all about merit. He will never say, "Emilio Con," or "It is my turn." A good leader is not greedy. Peter Obi will never support a law like the Lagos State Governors and Deputy Governors Pensions Law of 2007. If you want to go know how ridiculous it is, go read it for yourself. As a matter of fact, Peter Obi, since leaving office as governor of Anambra State, has not collected a dime from Anambra State. A good leader is not deceitful. Peter Obi will never, and I repeat, never, hire fake imams or fake bishops to prove a point or deceive people. There is no confusion about Peter Obi's age. At a time when Nigeria has been identified as a country that does age cheating in youth sports, we cannot afford to have a leader like Tinubu whose age changes every week. Peter Obi once said, "People will not do what is expected. They will do what is inspected." This is a statement to show that Peter is ready to take responsibility and be accountable to Nigerians instead of blaming them and using words like lazy Nigerian youth. He understands Nigeria needs close attention. Therefore, he will not be a deadbeat absentee president going to UK and France to seek medical care when he has no hospitals in his country to take care of him. In conclusion, 2023 will be a defining moment in the future of Nigeria. We have all been in circles where people say this cliche, "The devil you know is better than the angel you don't know." This year is different because there are 3 names on the lips of most Nigerians. 2 of them paid to buy votes to be nominated. Peter Obi did not. At this stage in our democracy, let us not be scammed into thinking, into believing or accepting a 2-party system where both parties have no known ideologies. If I ask these 2 gentlemen right here what the ideologies of APC and PDP are, they won't even know. We like to copy. We want to copy the Republicans and the Democrats. They have no ideologies. They don't have any ideologies. So please do not be scammed. Peter Obi is not the angel you do not know. He's the angel you can verify. Ask the people who worked with him. Ask your friends who lived in Anambra, maybe at the were at least in secondary school when Peter Obi was governor.
All right, time up. 5-minute time limit over to Team Atiku Abubakar.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Freeze, and
good evening.
Of course, all the persons on the panel. Olufemi Lawson, it's the name, standing in for the team Atiku. I would want to leave out, of course, the critical aspect of what leadership really represents, as is defined. Of course, every other theory already spoken to by my friend from the Peter Obi angle, to the reality of leadership as far as Nigeria is concerned and as far as the future of this country is concerned. We are at the point where we must define the future of Nigeria by the virtue of the leader that will lead this country from February to, of course, from May 29, 2023. Where we are today as a country cannot be defined in any other way than the failure of leadership. I want to agree with him that, of course, a lot of times we are about to blame Nigerians, but the truth is that there's a total failure of leadership. The country today is on autopilot. There's no leader, not only at the center, even at the various component units, leadership has failed. And that is why 2023 cannot be used to experiment leadership. 2023 cannot be used, to rehabilitate politicians. 2023 cannot be used, to settle, those who think they have the entitlement to occupy the position. 2023 is about the destiny of over 200 million people. 2023 is about, over 200 million people being led by a leader with a clear-cut vision of where we are now and where we're coming from as a country. And that is why Alhaji Atiku Abubakar come into play. Atiku Abubakar is not a learning politician. He's not a politician coming to learn on the work. And he's not a tired leg, like, of course, a politician coming to be rehabilitated by the virtue of, feeling entitled to occupy the position. Atiku is coming with clear-cut, defined programs. He has been on this journey. And I think 2023 marks the year that destiny, beholds on us as Nigerians to redefine leadership from the failures, particularly the failures of the last 7 years. Leadership in the last 7 years have been tragic. Unfortunately, where we are now, those who are aspiring, particularly the presidential candidate of the APC, is not willing to accept that failure of leadership, or rather promising to consolidate on that tragedy of leadership, which Nigerians cannot in any way afford, at this point in time. For Peter to be good, fine gentleman, intelligent, brilliant, but you see, whatever Peter Obi is marketing today, or whatever achievement is recorded for Peter Obi today, cannot be separated from one of those learnings he had undergone while he was in the PDP. And when you talk about ideology, what is the ideological difference, really, between the PDP, the Labour Party, and the All Progressives Congress? When you want to talk about difference in ideology, what is the manifesto of the Labour Party that was not drawn by people who left the PDP for the Labour Party to nurture it? The reality is that we are talking about a leader who can really rescue the situation now. Now we have a man who has been successful in business, who has been successful in his private life, who has been successful in his family life, coming, to take the baton of leadership. And that is who Alhaji Atiku Abubakar represents. This is a man with a clear-cut defined objective for leadership. This is a man that has presented the roadmap towards, of course, repositioning Nigeria economically, socio-economic wise and the like. And we cannot, like I said, experiment with 2023 because the country is on a hedge. And if we don't put a leader that is prepared, like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, somebody who has been vice president, who has chaired the National Economic Council of this country for 8 years, who has been successful in business, businesses not, raised as a politician. This is a man who has been successful in business even before venturing into politics. Not people who became emergency billionaires and emergency, businessmen by the virtue of being able to occupy positions as governors or as whatever they have been able to do in their states. We're talking of somebody who have had track record in investment, track record in building capacity across board, track record in successfully running education within its own limited capacity. Those are the qualities that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar represents, and that is what is coming to replicate in leadership as far as 2023's mandate is concerned. And that is why 2023 will not be a moment of experimentation. It's not going to be a moment of tutorial for people who want to come and demonstrate what leadership or theorize what leadership should be. It should be a time for practical leadership to take Nigeria away from this cliff. And of course, two fundamental things. We cannot experiment with a candidate that is not so experienced like Dr. Peter Obi. And we cannot also take the risk of coming to elect another president who will seek rehabilitation from Nigerians in the person of the candidate of the APC. We need a president
Time up.
who is capable, who is physical, of course, come 2023.
Thank you very much, sir. Time up and over to Team Tinubu or Team Asiwaju. Thank you for joining me. Let me start bringing the replacements. Thank you. I hand over officially to Team Asiwaju.
Okay, I need to confirm if you can hear me loud and clear.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Good. I appreciate you. First, I need to appreciate you, Daddy Freeze, for bringing up this exceptional program.
Thank you so much.
Popularly known as Small but Mighty. And I won't be going into comparing the candidate. I'll be going into antecedents. Leadership is someone that knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. According to me, that's what I believe in. So I'm going to take 4 examples of how Asiwaju, there's a lot of examples of how Asiwaju has been the best leaders in when it comes to the presidential candidate. So I'm going to tell you 4 reasons why Asiwaju is the best leader, not why he is better than them, you understand? Because I think it is an insult personally comparing Asiwaju Bola Ahmed with the likes of Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar. But I'm going to tell you the reason why Asiwaju is better than them. So first, you need a leader that believes in himself. Let me give an example. In 1999, when the election was over, the general election, the Alliance for Democracy owned about 6 states in the southwestern part of Nigeria. And as of 2003, it was only Lagos that remained the only Alliance for Democracy state in the whole of Nigeria. How did Asiwaju believe in Alliance of Democracy by metamorphosing Alliance of Democracy from the ACN from the AC to the ACN, now to the APC? Now let me compare it using comparative analysis to the other candidates. The likes of Peter Obi, when they got where they wanted from Habga, they migrated to PDP. When they get what they wanted from PDP, they migrated to Labour Party. The likes of Atiku, when they got what they wanted from PDP, they migrated to ACN. When they get what they wanted from ACN, they migrated back to PDP. But when it comes to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he believes in his own ideology. He believes in his own commitment. That is one of the reasons why Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a politician, has never migrated to any political party. Rather, he metamorphosed his own political party to another. So that shows that. No. As at 1999, as at 1999, Asiwaju metamorphosed the AD into AC.
You cannot metamorphose what does not belong to you.
Excuse me. This is my time. This is my time.
Guys, it's his time. Nobody's allowed to interrupt.
He metamorphosed the AD because as at 1999, AD was the only political party that was left out of the 6 southwestern states. One confirm very well. You need to read. You understand? Now, let me go to the next point. We need someone that believes in unifying the country. I think one of the problems we have in Nigeria is maybe we want to divide or not. You understand? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as a governor of Lagos State, had made sure that he proved to the people that Lagos State as a state can unify the whole Nigeria by appointing special advisors and commissioners that are not from the Yoruba extractions, but from people that are from the Igbos extraction and the Hausas and Fulani extraction. And the next point is continuity. As leadership entails successions and continuity, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made sure that he has a template that people can follow just in case he's not there. We need a leader that can prepare. Peter Obi and Atiku, they have never proved in any way that they can accommodate other tribes. into their system. When I did research on Peter Obi, I realized that out of the 16 commissioners and 6 special advisors that they had, none was Igbo, none was Yorubas, and none was Hausas. They are critically Igbos. So how do we want to vote in a presidential candidate that just believes in his people alone? You want to rule 200 million people, for God's sake. Are you telling me that the people you want to put there in that position are just Anambra people? Now, please let me go to the next point. Now, the next point is creating leaders. Out of the 16 commissioners and the remaining special advisor by Peter Obi and the people that work with Atiku Abubakar when he was a vice president, up till now, we have not seen 1 or 2 people that has been leading Nigeria up to that time. The moment Peter Obi left the governorship position and the moment Atiku Abubakar left the vice presidential position, the people working under them, from the House of Assembly, for the commissioners, from the local government chairmen, they are not here up till now. They went into extinction. That is not leadership. We want someone that believes in Nigeria. We want someone that can unify Nigeria. We want someone that can create here, someone that can assemble best brain together in order to move Nigeria forward. Atiku has never proven to be a unifier. Peter Obi has never proven to be a unifier. Atiku has never proven to be someone that develops leaders. Peter Obi has never proven to be someone that develops leaders. But Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he believes in himself. He has produced leaders, and he has also He has also shows that he can unify the country. Currently in Lagos State, we have about 6 Igbos that are vice chairmen. We have many Hausas and Fulani that are into the APC structures. We have many Igbos that are councillors. Tell me where in Anambra State that you will even see a Yoruba man as a landlord chairman or a Hausa man as a community development chairman. I studied in Federal University of Technology, Yola, under Atiku Abubakar State. I can tell you authoritatively that Adama is one of the poorest states, and there's an adage that says that charity begins at home. How do you tell me that Atiku Abubakar that cannot even take care of the state, or Peter Obi?
Time up.
Let me hand it there.
Time up. So, guys, that was a bit interesting. Please, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you buy stars. Buy stars if you're watching on Facebook. If you're enjoying the show, just right under the video, you can see where you can buy stars to support the channel. Thank you very much, Facebook people. Share the video if you are on TikTok. Let's get more people to see this beautiful thing we're doing here, this awesome debate. And for the rest of you watching on Instagram, thank you so much. Hope you are enjoying the ride. Now we're moving to the next segment, which is, what's the next segment? African God Savage.
Rebuttals.
The rebuttals. All right. Handing over to African God Savage leader team Peter Obi. Let's do this.
I prepared something, but honestly, there's no point having to look into that because it's going to be a complete waste of time. Honestly, I'm not very happy with the presentation from. You guys came highly. Somebody spent like 12 minutes mentioning your credentials and all of that. And one of the things that I need everybody to know here is that's how they have tricked us as Nigerians for over 16 years. There's all of these credentials. They went to Harvard, they can cure cancer and all of those things. But it doesn't hold water here. My name is African God. I'm in Nigeria. That's all the credential I need to be able to speak here. And my BAT brother, you mentioned you don't realize that your structure is centered around the concept of tribalism, because you keep on mentioning the fact that, there are Igbos here, there are Hausas here, who's going to bring them together? Because
they are fact, because your presidential candidate.
Please, you cannot interrupt. You cannot interrupt. Hold on.
Candidate for the past 8 years disregarded.
Hello, you cannot interrupt. Hold on. We have not gotten to that stage yet. You cannot interrupt. he has to speak for 5
I'm very
minutes.
sorry for that. I'm very sorry for that.
Then Team Atiku will speak for 5 minutes, and then you will speak for 5 minutes, and then we're going to go to the bass bows where everybody can speak. And it will be
Freeze. I like
yes,
to reclaim my time right there. So
yes. So you're having a restart. You can start again. Your 5 minutes counts now, and if anybody interrupts him, time will be taken from your time.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
So
very much, Tim Ashiwaju.
all right, 5 minutes starting now. African God, over to you.
I'm very happy that our characters in terms of who we support and all of that is really showing. I love that fact. And Nigerians are not stupid, and I think that they can see and they can hear, they can tell all of that. The problem is you speaking right now. You are the government that we are trying to fight against. I am not a Labour Party card holder. I am just a Nigerian is all I am. You are a card holder, and you want to keep us on our knees. You want to make it make sense to us to continue a government like this. You are very tribal because that's all you have centered your conversation on. And at this point, Nigerians are not all about tribe anymore. We are about a leader who's going to do the right job. All right? So whatever tribe or culture or tradition, we have grown beyond that. We are educated to the point where now we are not going by what tribe you are from. Whoever it is that can do the job is who we are going to instill to do the job. So you can take your tribalism and keep it in the ABC party because it's not going to work. Now, you spoke about godfatherism, about how a leader, after Peter Obi left, and there are no people that are still there. Those are the attributes of a leader. As a leader, I am supposed to trust the people that precede me. I am not supposed to leave an office and still have my tentacles in those offices and still be controlling everything that goes on in that office, right? We will not have a government that is based on nepotism and tribalism. We will not have a government that is going to be used to change the whole country into a family business like Tinubu has done with Lagos State. We are not going to have that. No matter how many cross snake hats you guys wear, no matter how much you guys assume that you are going to take power this time, it's not going to happen because we're starting to wake up. Now, you also said something about creating leaders. I'm okay with that. And it has nothing to do with what you have said. He has said it numerous times that he creates leaders. Now, let me ask you a question. He created leaders that have brought us exactly where we are today. Please, I need you to tell us more about those leaders that he has created. And let us go and check what is happening right now with all of those leaders that he has created, right? You're talking about he knows how to bring people together and all of that. All of the people that he has brought together, what has it changed in Nigeria, right? He's a unifier, Mr. Unifier. He has unified people with selfish interests to make money out of a country and to milk everybody dry. That's all it's all about. He runs out of Lagos, and that is the same Lagos that if it rains for 5 minutes, that the trees cannot stay in his house. That the trees, we've had this live show a couple of times, and the light had to go off. That is the same Lagos that you are sitting down here and talking about. And again, you're talking about structure. What is the structure? The structure of stealing, the structure of making sure that all his family members are in all of the positions of authority, the position of his kids and his wife and his family members. Is that the structure? And to talk about the team Atiku, I'm sorry, your boy is somebody who is wanted. He is used. Atiku is literally used or was used in a study for the United States Senate as a case study for keeping foreign corruption out of the United States of America. Atiku started the American University of Nigeria. He started a whole university so that he can use it to launder money. And you guys are sitting here, as young as we are and as educated as we are, and as highly recommended as we come, defending these people. And we feel like this makes any sense in the current political climate that we are in. I want to ask Tinubu, Tinubu, can your boy stand? Can Tinubu stand for 5 minutes? Can he actually flip a newspaper? Can he have a speech for 1 hour? Can I answer it now?
Toilet.
No, you cannot. You will get to the point where you can say whatever it is that you want to say when I'm done, right? Okay. But the conversation and what I'm trying to let you know right now is one of the attributes of a leader is at least that he can stand, that he can see, he can at least flip a page. You know what I'm saying? I am not going to argue about all of the
things that Tinubu has done, because I know in your head you have all these lofty dreams and ideas of what he can achieve and the things that he has done. But let me tell you something. I will not stand behind someone who is wanted for drug charges. I will not stand behind someone who has money in accounts abroad where we don't want. See, the thing is, let me level with you guys, right? I'm not confused or conflicted about Tinubu being a leader or Atiku being a leader. They are just not the leader that we need right now. Yeah, we don't need a drug cartel. As somebody who runs the government like a cartel, that's not what we need. And my brother, my Atiku brother, we don't need people who are starting universities to steal money. That's not what we need. We need someone who has credibility. We need someone who has proof of work. We need somebody who has a structure for every Nigerian on the street. That is what we need. Not a cartel boss and not a money launderer. Thank you very much.
All right, time up. Over to Team Atiku.
Well, to start with, you see, one very unfortunate thing about my friends who came to be obedient anyway, is the fact that a lot of them actually want to pretend or create an impression of people who know Peter Obi more than himself. And that is why even sometimes when Peter Obi tries to checkmate them, correct them about certain, tendencies that they stand to exhibit, you see the way they even attack Peter Obi himself. For a Peter Obi that we have known, to the extent that he stood in as a running mate for Atiku, who was the presidential candidate of the PDP in 2019, you will want to imagine if these people actually know Peter Obi more than himself, to the extent that Peter Obi now becomes the best thing that has happened to them after Gigi break. It is very funny because people keep talking about, Atiku will not enter United States, cannot go to until he eventually, was found in the US before the 2019 elections. And when you talk about, I don't want to go too deep into the issue of establishing anti-American university. Of course, it's an unfounded rumor, it's baseless, and it has no leg. But coming back to the real issue, I think one of the issues we must avoid in 2023 is the failure of the candidate of the APC in Lagos. What are the failures I mean? Fundamentally, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu has done something deliberate. And it is by taking education away, not only from the people of Lagos, but the mass of his followers. Because for somebody to say that Tinubu metamorphosed APC into ACN is a blatant lie. Tinubu left AD, Alliance for Democracy, which was a party that produced him as governor, for ACN. After Tinubu left AD, was there no Alliance for Democracy? How do you say something metamorphosed and it still existed as a political party? Tinubu left Alliance for Democracy for ACN, from ACN, of course, to forming a marriage of course, whatever you want to call it, with CPC, NPP, and the likes, to form APC. So to say that's number one. Number two, every time you guys come on air or you speak in the public, you want to create an impression of Tinubu being the first thing that has happened to governance in Lagos. This is the same state that built a university, a polytechnic college of education, that is single administration of Alhaji Lateef Jakande, a state where somebody built the largest, mass housing estate in the country, the state that started Metro Line, and a man came, and the only thing that could be attributed to his 8th year were the Kudrat Abiola way or the way Igodo Road, and maybe some scanty, projects done for 8 years. And you keep saying he gave a template, and I want to challenge you here to produce just 3 paragraphs of that template or roadmap that you people used to claim actually Tinubu gave to Lagos. Just can you just show us 3 paragraphs of Tinubu's roadmap that you are claiming that successive administration in Lagos State are built upon? Where in the template was the project executed by Governor Atiku? Where in Tinubu's template was the PLT initiated by, of course, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola? Where is the template for the Oshodi interchange? Established by Governor Atiku. You just, it is enough to sit there in the comfort of your living room and assume that Asiwaju has designed a progress, a program for Lagos in the next 100 years. For those of us who have lived all our lives in Lagos, we see this as incorrect, totally. We see this as an attempt to hoodwink Nigerians into believing that Lagos is one state that's already at an Eldorado. It's a blatant lie. Tinubu has no template, and we have challenged all of you so many times to just give us 2 pages of what Tinubu left in 2007 when he was living as governor, which successive administration has been building upon. Nothing to show, other than Tinubu did this, Tinubu did that. And when you're talking about producing leadership, Atiku Abubakar may not have produced leaders who are puppets, who became governors, and have to take CFO to private residence of a former governor to sign or get approval before state assembly start take decisions. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, if you go to his record, a lot of people who eventually became governor from 2003, 2007 were people who directly served in the office of the vice president, then Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. People like Senator Bukola Saraki, who became governor of Kwara and later became the Senate president, people like Governor Nasir El-Rufai, and a host of them. And you're talking about tribalism. Atiku Abubakar is one of the most tribalized Nigerians you can ever come across. Beyond his family line, you can also see that closest of friends, the closest of aides and workers who currently work. Atiku may not have been governor of Lagos, where he can appoint Igbo man and Hausa man. And these are not just, when people talk about it, you don't understand that they are not just privileges as such. For a race, a group of people that contribute mostly to the economic development of the state, getting a commissioner, I don't think that is too much of what you should be celebrating as being given to them because somebody who became a governor. The legal team of Alhaji Abubakar, since I've known him, I've been vetted by a Yoruba man. There will be a lot of people, of course, one of the best of his friend is from Delta. If you look at the people who run his businesses, a lot of them are from the South and the South. When you talk about detribalization, it goes beyond appointing people as SA on 200,000 naira salary and turning them to propaganda machines, just like they are doing in Lagos. It's beyond that. It is about giving us practical, realities of how they have lived their life, not only in the public, but also in the private lives. How many of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, so children or of close relatives, were sponsored into the House of Rep or the Senate while he was even so powerful as a vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? None. And every time we keep hearing about Tinubu built a template for Lagos. The Lagos we live, which template? Give us a page, let us see.
All right, time up. And finally to Team Ashiwaju.
Daddy, please, thank you. I appreciate you. First, Team Obi talked about we don't want someone that invests his money here and there. The fact is, we don't also want an Obi that invested his money in beer parlors. I think he invested his the whole Anambra money in Euros like that beer. I think something like that. We don't want that too. And let me go back to Team Atiku. It's just something about the template of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me go back to as far as 2002 when the allocation was seized from Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you know that Tinubu was the first governor in the whole of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that believed in the local economic development, that believed that the local government has to be functional before a state can operate? That is one of the reasons why Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu divide power to the local government. Currently, in local government in Lagos State, a local government in Lagos State can build hospitals, can build stadiums, can build about 3 to 4 kilometers of roads. I can give you facts and figures. After this thing, you can chat me up. I am from Ifakoja, a local government in Lagos State. I am close to my local government chairman. The governor of Lagos State named me small but mighty. I am close. You lived in Lagos. I am close to the people that rule Lagos. There's a difference between you. You live at the outskirts. I live with the people that control Lagos. See, local government chairman, Ifelodun, go to Ifelodun, the likes of Apapa. You see the local government chairman building hospitals. You see my local government chairman in Ifakojayi, in the person of Prince Akobi Hamzat, building like 2 to 3 kilometers of roads. That has never happened in anywhere in the history of Nigeria. You know, there's a statistic. When I did the research, I realized that about 100% of Nigeria, 70% belong to like the state government and the local government. So even if the federal government finishes the 30% that belong to it, we still have about 70% that belongs to the local government and the state government. But the likes of the Anambra, go and check the Anambra histories. When the money comes from the federal government, it lands to the state government. They are the one to share it to the local government. They are the one to tell the local government what to do. But in Lagos State, once the money, the allocations are coming directly, it lands to the local government. That is one template that's a fact. That's a fact. You can be laughing all you want. I will give you facts and figures and everything you need to know. I lived in Adamawa, the person you are supporting. You understand? It's one of the most poorest states. And you, I'm very sure you're not in Adamawa. You cannot live in Adamawa. My other guy that is supporting Peter Obi is not in. He cannot even live in Anambra. Peter Obi has lots of people as commissioners and House of Assemblies members as special advisors. As of now, they are nowhere to be found because they have nothing to extract from Peter Obi. See, as a leader, your followers need to extract something from you. That is one of the reasons why the people that are extracting things from Asiwaju Bola Tinubu are still relevant up to date. I can tell you for a fact that the people that serve under Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar tried their possible best to extract one or two things from them. But because whatever they are extracting from them are so useless, they are extinct, they are something that cannot take them to places. As youth, I'm a youth. I will follow a leader that I think can show me the way. I will follow a leader that I think can give me a template on how I can lead. Are you telling me that if I follow Peter Obi, that after Peter Obi becomes the governor, I'm going to become irrelevant? Are you telling me that if I follow Atiku Abubakar, after Atiku Abubakar ends his tenure as the vice president, I'm going to go into extinction? I'm telling for a fact that I'm following Asiwaju, the only politician with a logo, the only politician with an item, the only politician that has built people in all three levels of government, from the local government to the state level and to the federal level. Atiku Abubakar has not done that. People will extract either good or bad thing from you if it is extractable. Peter Obi is alone today, moved from
Time up
to Labour Party to PDP because no one could extract anything from him. You said something earlier, Tim Atiku, about Bukola Saraki. You are very, very wrong. In fact, we should
time up. Everybody has exactly
Saraki
5 minutes.
was never a product of Atiku Abubakar. Saraki, he was never a product of Atiku Abubakar. He was a product of his dad.
Time up.
Talking about another man. No, Atiku Abubakar cannot boldly say they produce someone.
Oh yeah. Team Asiwaju. Time up.
Thank you.
Time up.
Sorry.
Time up. All right, we're moving over to the Gbas section. Who is handling this? Today has been quite interesting. And I believe the Gbas is going to get even more interesting because I can see African God getting ready to go and show his degree in violence university. All right, who is defending? Let me go to the groups. Who is defending Team Atiku and Team Tinubu for Gbas? It's Sheyi Sholanke 6. So I'm going to remove the gentleman. Okpeyemi.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are the one I'm going to have to remove. You are Team Tinubu, Abi.
Yes.
All right, your team leader has said I should bring on Sheyi Sholanke. All right, so Sheyi Sholanke has been invited. Team Obi remains the way it is. And for Team Atiku, who's doing the Gbas? Team Atiku. Okay. I need to hear. Okay, Alfred Oga. Or Gbas is serious business, guys. Let's not waste any time. Team Atiku. Somebody's phone is making noise in the background. Where is African God? Is African God not the one here? African God should be here. He's the one doing the bass boost. Okay, so they've said Keda 1 is the one handling everything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are at the final juncture in today's debate, and we hand over officially to the three men representing Team Atiku, Team Peter Obi, and Team Ashiwaju. Once again, we're starting with Team. How do you guys do the bass boost? African God.
Doesn't matter. Anybody who's.
Now, remember not to talk over each other so it doesn't end up sounding like a Japanese parliament.
Yeah.
All right? If you want to address something, try to come in and address it. So, over to you guys. Who wants to start?
Well, I think I'm the fresh voice here. I've listened to both parties, and I just feel like they need to know the nitty-gritty of being a leader. What does it make you a leader, and how do you have followership? Somebody is telling me he's not the card-carrying member. We both live in America. An average American is either a Republican or Democrat. And they all go out, look forward to 4 years to go and vote. So for you telling me because you are not a Labour Party, I'm a card-carrying member, I'm proud of it. I am embedded in politics in Nigeria because I want to be part of change. Your Obi is the only person that has trust in all his government. Even how can me as a governor, I cannot be driving my convoy and say I want to buy petrol inside car and I will be coming out to pay money. So in your own cabinet, he doesn't have a protocol, he doesn't have a press protocol, he does not have a security protocol, he does not have a manager to manage his drivers. So he has to be paying every time. So even if the judge
Sorry,
wants
are
to
you
go to court,
sure you are the one that's supposed to be defending Tinubu? Because you are doing it.
what are you saying? What are you saying? African God, don't be telling me that. Don't be saying that. I am qualified, 100%. Don't be telling me all that. You are coming here to tell us motivational speaking. You don't even know what about leadership is. You are only talking about those. You are talking about theoretical things that cannot be practical. Don't tell me to calm down. You calm yourself down. I am talking. Are you getting it? Don't be telling me to calm down. You are not talking to your boy.
You are screaming.
You are not talking. That is how I'm talking. You are not talking to your boy. Your person you are following does not even have a trust issue. Number one, as a leader, he does not even trust anybody. He's bold enough to be telling you that I will go and buy petrol. Whenever they want to buy petrol, I have to pay.
Don't do that.
That is not governance. My dear brother, that is not governance. Number one. Two.
A person paying for gas by himself is not governance.
It's not governance. There are so many things to be done. As a leader of a state, there are many things to be looking forward to. Somebody coming to tell me he wore a wristwatch for 17 years. Who cares? Who cares if you wear it 20 years? Who cares? So at the end of the day, all these things, no, they've told you it's bad boost. If you want to say something, say. But don't be telling me to calm down. You are not talking to your boy. African, you are not talking to your boy. You are talking to an elderly person, and you are in a debate that over 1,600 is watching. So
I need to know.
So please, and to Atiku is always trying to sell us out. He has sold all the properties of Nigeria under the economic team.
Who has not sold the entire Lagos state to himself?
He has not sold anything to himself. You see,
what has Atiku sold to himself?
This Nigeria. We are not even talking about the state.
Mention the Lagos state that Atiku has sold himself, and I will list Lagos state that Atiku has sold himself for.
Okay, let me tell you now. Even if your principal, who is General Olusegun Obasanjo, can come out and say the regret he made in his life, that's a two-time president, is to
categorically, it's not Baba. It's written that the money Atiku has stolen in Nigeria, that it's going to feed us 300 years to come. It's verifiable. So this Atiku you are hyping today has not done nothing to us. He has sold us. Somebody who came and says he's going to sell NNPC. That is the only thing we have now. Somebody who's telling us he's going to sell NNPC to his friends, and his friends not make money, and his friends not entitled to make money. So that is not the kind of leader we want. So when you look at Obi's coming and telling you all this, that the fact is this. So all this Obi are talking about, you don't even know this guy. You don't know nothing about him. You don't know anything about his leadership skills. You are saying all these things that Obi is Obi. You are only coming here to give us a speech.
Now, every corporation that your party promised us to sell has been sold.
So all this things you are saying is just rubbish.
All right, guys. All right, hold on. Everybody's talking at the same time. I can see the gentleman supporting Atiku wants to say something. Can we hear him?
You see, the idea is this. You cannot say Atiku wants to sell NPC, he privatized this, he sold this. I have asked him, list those things that belong to Nigeria that Atiku sold to himself. And I will list 100 of properties that belong to Lagos State government and Lagos State people that Tinubu have sold and converted to private properties for himself, for his wife, and his children. And you are talking about privatization of NNPC.
All right, hold on.
What has happened to NNPC?
Wait. African God wants to say. Hold on. African God wants to say something. Let's hear him too. Calm down.
Did he build Bodyland Road house? The local government quarter of a church and local government was converted into private property by this same man. Among the place where the Ikeja Mall is currently located was a property belonging to the
converted is for a whole governor who has been for 8 years cannot buy a property. Can you listen to yourself? A whole governor.
All right, hold on, guys, hold on. African God has something to say.
Public property.
That is not public property. He bought it. Buy it. You said he bought it.
Buy what?
He bought it and paid money to the coffers of the government.
He bought what?
Can we allow African God to say something?
How much
and sold the property to his friends.
The property. How much did he pay for the local government quarter of a church and local government? How much did he pay for the house in
Go to the treasuries. Go to treasury of Lagos and ask.
He's stealing
Go to treasury of Lagos and ask.
He's the chief land grabber in Lagos State.
Obi will tell you, I only have one house in the whole Nigeria, in Anambra, but they brought a document that yes, houses other places. Somebody will tell you that I have never flown a private jet before. They brought this picture out. This man is just lying and feeding us lies. All the statistics are wrong. You will go on television, giving
all right, hold on.
That cannot be proven.
Hold on. African God has been trying to say something since, but you guys have not allowed him. So let's hear him real quick.
Sorry, Tinubu. I have 2 questions. You mentioned that Tinubu has done great in Lagos State and you're a card carrying member and you live abroad. My question number 1 is, why do you live abroad if Lagos was such a great place? That's
okay.
Let me finish.
It's a question. Now let me answer.
I am not done.
Okay.
All right. Let's have some decorum, right? The second thing is, can Tinubu physically, and when I say physically, can he carry out his personal activities of daily living, ADLs? Because from what I have seen over time, holding up the flag is a difficulty, flipping pages is a difficulty. So I need to understand how Tinubu is going to rule without being physically able to complete his activities of daily living. And also you have to let me know why you are in America. I know why I'm in America. Nigeria was not working. That was why I came. So in case you want to know, it wasn't working, right? So if Nigeria was still great, I want to understand why you are in America. If you are so close to Tinubu, if he has done such great stuff, and if Lagos is the El Dorado that you claim for it to be, please, what are you doing in the United States of America? And can Tinubu take his own shower or stand for an hour? That's it.
Okay. Number one, African God. I am not one of those people that have opportunities to just go to embassy and collect visa for once and run out of Nigeria. This person we are sitting over here, I have visited over 22 countries over.
We don't care about that. I actually
just let me talk. Just keep quiet. You ask me a question.
No, I'm not going to keep quiet.
Let me tell you. You watch my CV now. You are saying, why did I travel to America? Then I have to take you through memory lane. Can you just allow me? You've asked a question. Keep quiet, let me answer you now. You've asked a question. And I will tell you how I came into America now. And I will tell you why I am in America. But just keep quiet. You've asked a question. You've asked a question. He is a grassroots person over there now in Nigeria. Alabi is a grassroots member in Nigeria, right? And that is why we are shuffling ourselves.
I don't need your
those overseas and out.
Tell me about the question I asked you. I don't care about your memory lane.
See, please, my dear brother, if you want me to answer you, you will keep quiet.
You know what?
And I will tell you, I'm not just opportunist to go to embassy and collect a visa once. So, I have lived in UK for years. See, what am I doing here?
If Lagos State was great,
let me tell you.
I am a member of the APC.
Yes.
Tinubu has been at the helm of that in Lagos State for the longest time.
Yes.
What are you doing here then?
See, that is what I am now telling you. That don't look at me for people like you who are opportunists, who just have opportunity to get a visa once and come to America. Me, I am on a sojourn of life. When you say a sojourn, I'm a sojourn of life on education. Are you getting it? Let me tell you. This government you are talking about, Nigeria project you are talking about, I have been a civil servant in Federal Ministry of Finance for 14 years. Before I traveled for 14 years. So I know what it entails. I'm not just talking here. That does not mean that because I am here, you are more passionate about Nigeria more than I do. I am on a sojourn. See, that's what I'm doing. Are you deaf? Are you deaf? Are you deaf? Are you deaf? I said I'm on a sojourn of an educational mission. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? I have lived in Dubai. I have lived in London. I have visited over 18 African countries. So what are you talking about? You come over here talking to this because you have opportunity. You ran away. You ran away from Nigeria. African God, you ran away from Nigeria. I did not run away from Nigeria. You ran away from Nigeria.
What are you doing here? That's my question.
Did you hear my statement? I am on a sojourn of educational development.
All right. 1 more minute.
Educational development in Nigeria.
High school, see, education is looked for everywhere in the world. You die. It is when you die that you don't.
All right. Enough is enough.
You don't let them get the right. You cannot stay alone in a place and feel that you want education.
All right.
Let me not even tell you. I did not school in Lagos. I never schooled in Lagos. Primary school was not in Lagos. Secondary school was not in Lagos. IMC was not in Lagos. My master's was not in Lagos. I am going out to learn and learn people culture, learn leadership skills. Not you that you ran away because you feel like that's not taking you where you want to go. So me, I am a progressive-minded person who wants to develop his life. So my life alone is not tied to Nigeria. Do you know how many cultures I have known? See, traveling is part of education. But you ran away. You are part of the problem of Nigeria.
All right, guys. Time up. Time up.
You ran away. I did not run away. I did not run away. You ran away. You ran away. Because you could not get what you wanted.
All right. Team up. I'm gonna have to remove Sheyi. All right. I'm removing Sheyi. Time is up. African God, real quick, you have 1 minute to say what you have to say after Team Atiku speaks for 1 minute. We have run out of time.
Okay, quickly, I'm just going to say something. You know, it's so funny when I watch this thing and I see we're arguing pointlessly. Really, it's just pointless. You know, we're here to discuss, we're here to educate Nigerians and tell them what our candidates can do. And this one is talking that Tinubu did this and that one did that. See, since Tinubu is not here, let me just talk to Obi. African God, there was an interview that your boss, your candidate, granted last week. And
my incoming president.
Yeah, your incoming for your side or for the obedient people, okay? He made a statement, and that's one thing. When people talk about politics or when people talk about the situation of any country, when obedience will say, Obi is not like this, Obi will come down and buy petrol, Obi will do this, Obi will do that, Obi does not stay in this hotel, all those. Look, this is what they call government. Government has protocols. You guys have to understand these things. You understand? Obi said, it was an interview on, I think, Arise TV or channels, I can just remember, and I was watching it. And what Obi said, he said, look, I'm in this thing to win. It's not, we're not coming here to come and be speaking English or, you have to speak English very well or you are reading something from the internet. No. I said it from day one, yeah? I have a lot of respect for everybody. You and the other team members. Let's talk, let's argue constructively. You understand what I'm saying? And we said this, and Freeze, you said something, that they are going to be fact checkers. Because a lot of people come here and say things that are not even in the book.
Yes.
It never even happened. You understand what I'm saying? Let's bring facts. I remember one of the, Obi team said that Atiku is money laundering and all that. Even Obi will not say that. Because you know why?
Do you need the facts for that now?
Yeah. Yes, I want the facts for that because you know why? You cannot, it's said, there's a popular saying, right? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. My brother, we're educated people.
All right, guys, time is up. We have overshot our time.
I just want to
your voice is really low, though.
Yeah, Daddy Freeze, just give us 2 minutes. Let's just.
No, the 2 minutes is over. Time is up. Time is up. Time is up.
2 minutes because people have been watching and saying they're complaining. These people are shouting, they don't hear what they're saying. So we're talking constructively.
Okay, 2 minutes. I'm timing you now. 2 minutes.
I go airport. Listen, I did streets, bro. I go airport. No, let me just finish it first. That fact, when I said fact checker. Yeah, just give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Fact checking. You understand? Someone can be accused if it is not proven. You understand? It doesn't hold waters. Everything about Atiku is all speculation. This, that, he did this, he did that. Obi has the same thing. None of us will come out to say, look, we know Obi. We know what Obi has done. You understand? Because we're insiders, we know. But we don't come out here to say Obi did this, Obi did that, when it is not true. When there is no concrete evidence saying that this guy actually did these things. You get my point? So I yield the floor to you, African girl.
My brother, please, there's nothing that I've said that doesn't have proof. If you want me to prove to you that Atiku funneled money through the American University in America,
yeah,
the American University of Nigeria, I'll pull it out and give it to you.
Can you pull it out for me? I give you 10 seconds. Pull it out quickly.
I'll send it to you. I would also send to you a Senate committee document that was done where Atiku Abubakar was used as a case study for people.
Yeah, but was Atiku charged? That's what I'm saying. Was it proven to him? Yeah. Go ahead.
All of these things are not speculations. And that the Freeze allowed us to be showing documents.
Just give us 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes. So okay, clear it. 2 minutes.
1 more minute left.
And there's one more thing that you were talking about, we have to speak with passion. All right? For me, no matter how many noise I make here having this conversation, I don't take it outside of here. Right? So we should be able to have conversations and
but constructive. What I'm saying, you remember we agreed on the team that it has to be constructive.
My brother, that
it has to be.
Last segment is meant for an argument.
Yeah, but constructive.
Yeah.
You can have constructive argument.
Did you watch
Yeah, I was watching.
I don't want you standing here or here. I want you to be specific, right? There was somebody that was making a noise and was not letting anybody speak. If you want to be honest,
absolutely. No, absolutely.
This person did. So don't try.
No. See, African God. You know me. I don't sugarcoat. You know why I came on this live? You know I don't sugarcoat. You know why I came on this live? I don't sugarcoat.
All right, guys. Time up.
I said.
Time up.
My sword was off the
Time
grid.
up.
Just you and me, so let me speak to the person that's on the grid.
All right. Time up.
I was watching this thing. I'm on my way to. I can show you my luggage. I'm on my way to the airport, and I said, okay, let me just watch. I just want to see what's going on. And there was my sword was making so much noise. Nobody could even hear what he was saying. So let's argue this thing constructively. That's what I'm saying. Constructively.
I'm with you on that. But
all right. One by one, I'm removing you guys. Once you finish your statement. I'm also removing African God, and you, Bongoli, you have 30 seconds.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. I think you guys just saw today what I've been talking about. I told you that the leader of Tinubu doesn't know anything. When he begins to talk, he begins to rabble-rouse. The secret is coming out. That was what team leader Atiku came to say. Talk constructively. Let's talk about leadership. Did he give key points on leadership traits? Talking about strategic thinking, talking about problem solving, talking about conflict resolution, talking about peer-to-peer management. Guys, you see it there. That is why he runs away from me when he becomes, okay, let's talk constructively. Let's bring facts and figures. He doesn't have it.
Time up.
That day will come, and I will send him and the Atiku member to Valhalla. They'll go and meet Thor over there. Thank you very much. Bye, everyone.
All right. Everybody had their say. I'm going to bring in 3 people from the audience to tell us what they thought about today's debate. So I'm going to bring 3 people from the audience. Please, if I did send you a request, please do join us. These are just 3 random people who I don't believe belong to any particular group. What is your take? We're going to do this in 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. Trying to invite as many people as possible so I can get my 3. If you get an invite, please don't decline. All right, Jesse, can we see you? Everybody has been on camera. We could see them.
Hello.
Hi, Jesse. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning. What is your take? Oh, wow. Jesse left. Just some feedback. What do you think about the debate so far? Love it. I sent you a request. Love it. Where are you? Ifi Wankwo. There are 84 people here, and I can't seem to invite anyone. If he's unable to join, I don't know if Lovett joined. Okay, so we have nobody here. I really would have loved to hear opinions. Okay, Ibis Love Haven, I'm inviting you. Daniela Mako is here with us.
Good evening, Daddy.
Yes, good evening. Real quick.
To be honest, I'm actually not political inclined, but tonight, debate on previous debate. If you notice my comment section, I was saying, mother voice of Tinubu. In fact, Tinubu generally, I think they need to go back to the drawing board and try to bring in something that's factual, something that people can relate to. Because to me, they sound like a broken record. They keep saying something over and over again. And for Tinubu also, I mean, support to all of these political aspirants because to me, they are all the same. Tinubu also, they're all about yelling about the same thing. The only fresh idea of fresh people in this debate are Atiku, because they are articulated, like they're composed, they're not just yelling or speaking out of passion. Tinubu and Tim Obi, all I can hear is just ranting out of passion. They are not really saying what will convince to me. So far, I've not been convinced. I've not seen any reason why I should vote for Obi or for Tinubu yet. So that's my own take. It's tonight's debate.
Please, can I say something?
Yes. All right, go ahead.
Is it possible? Yeah, I have not either Tinubu or Tinubu or Atiku.
Thank you. That's what we want. Thank you.
Same here. I'm not supporting anyone.
The truth about this whole issue, for me, my opinion, gonna be I have to be true to myself. Tinubu, as a person, the truth is this man wants but the only problem I have with Tinubu old. Then who are those people that want to who are the people that don't walk alone? That has to, need the support of someone or move. Who have the people that want to move on the things? It's a big sign. Really giving. I mean, it's so amazing.
Like, can you mute your phone? I think you are getting people are not hearing you.
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. So real quick, I just want to do this in 30 seconds. So what was your take?
I just want to know why they want this man that can't walk alone on the throne. So, why do they want him? This man can do it, fine, but what about his health? This man will die. I mean, I don't know what to say, but the truth is, I mean, we should just vote wisely. That's what I have to say. I'm not in anybody's team. I'm not in Tinubu, nor Peter Obi, or Atiku. That's all.
All right, Ibis Love Haven, your thoughts in a few seconds.
This network is voted.
Okay, anyway, I don't want to take much of your time. All right, 10 seconds.
We're talking about Tinubu's right? I'm not, like I said initially, I'm not affiliated to any of them. But I think we gave Buhari, when Buhari was going in, everybody